What is up, everybody? Today is a great day to be alive. Welcome back to another video lesson. I'm Mr. Kozad. Today's topic is on solving exponential equations and inequalities. However you found this video, I'm so happy that you're here. I hope that you find it helpful for you and wherever you are, whatever it is you're working on. All I ask is that you check out my channel to see if there's some other videos that are beneficial for you. And if you just love this video, you can like it and subscribe to the channel so you can get up-to-date information that would mean the world to me. Here we go. Let's jump right in. So, how do you solve exponential equations and inequalities? Here we go. So, first thing that you have to remember with the overarching theme of this entire lesson is this sentence right here. We are going to equate the bases, then equate the exponents. And it is really, really important that you must, I can't emphasize it enough, you must do is not the best word. Let's use equate. Must equate bases first. You have to do that part first. It's critically important. 3 exclamation points important that you have to equate the bases before you do anything else. If you can get the bases to be the same, that's what equate means, is just get them to be the same. If you can get the bases the same, equating the exponents is the easy part. Okay, let's do some problems. So, problem number 1 is 2 to the x minus 1 power equals 8 to the 2x minus 3 power. So, as I see here, I have a base 2 and base 8. And those are clearly not the same. So step 1 is to equate the bases. Okay, so to do that, that means we're going to try to get the bases to be the same number. Now, what I hopefully notice is that 8 can be rewritten as a power of 2. So let's leave the left-hand side the same, 2 to the x minus 1. And then let's rewrite 8 as 2 to the 3rd power. If you're not very good with exponents, this would be a good time for you to just, again, go back and practice some of these. I know for my class, we have a little chart that we can look at with some powers. You're definitely going to want to be able to recognize some pretty simple, some pretty basic powers of like 2, 3, 4, things like that. Okay, so we know that 8 is 2 to the 3rd power. Well, again, the left side of this equation is going to stay the same, 2 to the x minus 1. Equals. Now on this side over here, what I can do is I can multiply those exponents together on the right hand side. So I still have base 2, and that exponent is going to become 6x minus 9. Okay, so notice what we've effectively done here is we've equated the bases, and now the next step, step number 2, is to equate the exponents. So now that we've got the bases the same, we are going to set the exponents equal to each other. So drop the base. So we simply have x minus 1 equals 6x minus 9. And then this is just a super simple equation that we're going to solve. So subtract the 1x on one side, add 9 to the other. So we're going to get 8 equals 5x. Divide both sides by 5, and we get x equals 8/5 as our final answer. Shoot. I'm mildly OCD about some things, and I'm sorry that that color was not in blue like it matched the top one. There, that's better. Sorry if that was just gave you so much anxiety that you couldn't even pay attention. Okay, next question. Number 2. 9 to the x plus 2 equals 27 to the 5 minus x. Okay, so again, our first goal is to equate these bases, 9 and 27. So you're thinking, can I get 27 to break down to be a power of 9? And the answer is no. So this is one that, so when we equate the bases on this, we're going to actually have to change both of the bases. Okay, so both 9 and 27 are both powers of 3. So we're going to rewrite each one of them as a power of 3. So 9 we can rewrite as 3 squared, still to the x plus 2 power, equals 27 is 3 cubed, and that's still to the 5 minus x power. So as you can see, we've already got the bases to be the same. So let's clean that up a little bit. So the left side is 3 to the 2x plus 4 power equals 3 to the 15 minus 3x, because I'm just multiplying those two exponents together. So now that the exponents are, or I'm sorry, the bases are the same, now we can equate our exponents. So we've got the bases to be the same. Now we're going to equate our exponents. So we simply take 2x plus 4 and set that equal to 15 minus 3x. And then all you do is solve for x. So add 3x, subtract 4. We get 5x equals 11. Divide both sides by 5. You get x equals 11 fifths. Final answer. Okay. Okay, the next one that you see here, again, same first step. We're going to equate the bases. So step 1, equate the bases. So you've got an 8, and we've got a 1 over 16. So we've got to be a little creative with the 1 over 16, okay? So the first thing that I want to show you is you want to move that 16 up to the top of that fraction. So the left-hand side we're not going to touch for right now. We're just going to leave it as 8 to the 2x plus 3. And on the right-hand side, you're going to always want to move that number to the top. Now, the way we do that is we make that exponent -1, okay? So now that we see that, we could rewrite this as 8 to the 2x plus 3 equals 16 to the -x plus 2 as I multiply these two exponents together, okay? So now, before I can equate the exponents, I need to get the bases to be the same. So you've got an 8 and you have a 16. You can figure out pretty easily that you can rewrite each of those as a power of 2. So 8 we can rewrite as 2 to the 3rd power to the 2x plus 3. And 16 is 2 to the 4th power to the -x plus 2. So now that we've got those equated, let's multiply those exponents together. So on the left side, we have 2 to the 6x plus 9 equals 2 to the -4x plus 8. So now that we've equated the exponents, we can, I'll do it over here, now that we equated the bases, now we can equate the exponents. I misspoke there, sorry. Even the great ones make mistakes. So let's just set 6x plus 9 equal to -4x plus 8. Okay? So solve for x. So add 4x to the left side, so you get 10x. Subtract 9 on both sides, you get -1. Divide both sides by 10, you get x equals -1/10. Final answer. Okay? Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so now we're going to switch gears, and we're not going to look at an equation anymore. We're going to see what happens when our sign changes to an inequality. So actually, nothing really changes here. We do the same process that we've been doing. Step 1 is to equate the bases. So my base 5 and 125, you've got to figure out how to get those to be the same. So hopefully you recognize that 125 can be rewritten as a power of 5. So the left-hand side we'll leave as 5 to the 2x is less than 125 is 5 to the 3rd, and it's still being raised to the 4x minus 1. So now I'm going to multiply these two exponents together. So I've got 5 to the 2x is less than 5 to the 12x minus 3. Now that I have equated the bases, I've got base 5 here and base 5 here. Now all I do is I take those exponents and I just rewrite them as an inequality. Use the same sign that you have in the original. So now we're essentially saying 2x is less than 12x minus 3. So you want to group everything together. I'm going to add 3 to the left. Add 3 to the left, and then subtract 2 on the right-hand side, and then divide both sides by 10. You get 3/10 is less than x as our final answer. Let's just try one more together, and then I think you'll be good. Okay, it's another inequality. Notice it's not an equation, it's an inequality here, but this is super, super simple. We follow the same pattern. So if you wanted to, this would probably be a good problem to pause and try on your own, see if you can get it. You're going to try to equate these bases and then equate the exponents. So give it a try and start the video back when you're finished. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you actually paused the video and worked this out on your own. If you didn't, you're probably in a hurry or just too cool to actually interact with the video. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to get these bases to be the same. So base 3 and base 9 should be at this point. It's one of the easier ones we've seen today. We're going to leave the 3 the same because we can change 9 to base 3 by changing it to 3 squared. And that's still 2x plus 1. So I'm going to leave the left-hand side just the way it is. And I'm going to change the right-hand side to 3 to the 4x plus 2. So now that you've equated your bases, you can write an inequality just using the exponents. So 3 minus x is greater than or equal to 4x plus 2. I would subtract 2 to the left, add 1x to the right, divide by 5. You get 1/5 is greater than or equal to x as our final answer. There it is, my people. That is how you solve exponential equations and exponential inequalities. Check back for more videos to help you with the rest of this chapter. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and never forget that today is a great day to be alive. See you later, my people.